Donald Trump is throwing his hat back in the ring for the American presidency. It's kind of interesting because Donald is stepping up there and is going to try to do a repeat of everything that he pulled off the first time. But one of the things that he has going for him in his own mind is the support base that he believes that he holds. As reference to that, on Twitter, before announcing his run for presidency, Donald Trump said, "Why would a billionaire who has it all want to endanger himself and his family by becoming POTUS? Perhaps he could not stomach the thought of mass murders occurring to satisfy Moloch." Now, if you're not familiar with Moloch, Moloch was a deity in the Old Testament that the Israelites were accused of offering human and child sacrifices to. So we believe this is probably in reference to the abortion issue. But wait, there's more. Perhaps he could not stomach the thought of children being kidnapped, drugged, and raped while leaders and law enforcement of the world turn a blind eye. Perhaps he was tired of seeing how certain races and countries were being constantly abused and kept in need, poor, and suffering, all for a specific purpose. Perhaps he could not in good conscience see the world burn. Now, the fact that President Donald Trump considerably contributed to the piling on of the wood for the fire that is currently burning the world, it's kind of hard to see him as the firefighter who's going to come back in and do anything about this. But of course, he went ahead, he announced that he is going to run for president, and during his announcement for candidacy, he said, "In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for president of the United States," and went on for an hour talking about this. But he did say that while he was going to be president, he was not going to let men participate in women's sports. He added, "My people tell me, sir, that's politically incorrect to say. I say, that's okay, I'll say it anyway. It's very unfair to women." So this was done, of course, to a crowd of people who were very much a part of Donald's, rah-rah club before. Interestingly enough, that through the course of his speech, there were many people who got up and walked out of his speech. But more interesting to note is the number of evangelicals who came out in large numbers to support Donald Trump, in his last bid for president. These leaders are now distancing themselves from Donald Trump. Mike Evans is an evangelical leader who helped Trump win in 2016 and said, "He used us to win the White House." Evans said Christian voters hoped Trump would appoint judges to help overturn abortion rights in the country, and Trump delivered. However, Evans said that Christians began glorifying Trump like an idol. Evans recently said that Donald Trump does not personify biblical values and that evangelicals may not support him in 2024. Evans told the Washington Post, "All of us knew that Trump had character flaws, but we considered our relationship with him transactional. We had to close our mouths and eyes when he said things that horrified us. I cannot do that anymore. Donald Trump can't save America. He can't even save himself." Robert Jeffress is a Baptist megachurch pastor and Christian nationalist who, basically attacks gay individuals at any chance, said in 2016 that he supported Trump's policies, not his lifestyle. He said that Christians anybody that was not supporting Trump made them spineless morons. Well, now the message is coming out a little bit different. He has held off, coming in to support Trump in this new run, recently telling Newsweek that Trump's latest campaign has set the Republican Party headed toward a civil war that I have no desire or need to be a part of. Donald Trump was a great president, and if he becomes the GOP nominee in 2024, I will happily support him. James Robison, who's the president of Life Outreach International, was once one of Trump's spiritual advisors, said, if Mr. Trump can't stop his little petty issues, how does he expect people to stop major issues? So it's interesting to see a little bit of a turnaround, that maybe the evangelicals are going to be pulling back that support. Maybe they saw him for what he was and decided, this is definitely not going to be the presidency that we were expecting, because we didn't get quite what we wanted in the last one.